All right, just gonna see if we can do much of anything here. Again, I think I've streamed once before, so going to just, you know, try to make a little stream and recording uh, about this match, so you can, if anybody happens to find this, they can maybe see an overhead view. So we've got Russ and Moto. They went ahead and banned Arena, and then we've got VK and Sushi who banned Step. Kind of counter to each other. One closed map ban, one open map ban. See where the picks go from here. Nope, and they're out of the draft. Here I am watching it from. I'm streaming and watching Russ's stream and talking to myself. I gotta be careful with clicking over because I've just got random display captures going on for both my monitors. All right, once again, Arena banned. I imagine Step will be banned again as well, but who knows? No, they banned Black Forest instead. Okay. Russ takes Pilgrims. Then VK and Sushi, what are they going to take? It's running close. Are they actually in there? Good. Okay, so they take Step, and that admin pick seems to love Hideout. I swear it seems to pick that every time. All right. Well, guess they're going to head into the Civ draft, and I'm going to be the beginner streamer I am and go get my pizza out of the oven. All right, I am back. We're still on the map draft screen. Kind of interested to see what they end up taking for pilgrims. Because pilgrims and like pilgrims, mega random, and hyper random nomad are the three maps that are gonna have potentially the presence of water, and pilgrims is the only one that's out and out guaranteed. I think maybe there's a guarantee on hyper random nomad for there to be at least some water, but I feel like that can be all over the place. I feel like I feel like anybody watching this is going to be hearing me swallowing, which isn't great. So apologies for that. Literally never streamed before. except for maybe once. Um, that said, just keep this up to see. I don't know if we have a Civ draft yet, or if it happened while I wasn't looking. Looks like they had it up for a moment, but didn't go through. All right, now we've got a Civ draft, and people had to literally just watch me change my stream title. I say to all 0 people that actually watched me do that. Draft has started, so there's 1 pick for each team before any bans come in. See what Russ takes. All right. um, I choose to take no credit for that. It's just a strong Civ, guys. It's just a strong Civ. VK and Sushi take Ketons. VK does like those. He played that against us on Black Forest. And I imagine he kind of crushes with it if he doesn't have a random Coca in his base sitting there and disturbing him for like 10 minutes in Feudal Age. It's insane he was able to keep that going for that long in that game that we played. For bans, low eco, high tempo bans Aztecs. Motivational Howlers bans Malay. Fair enough from watching their previous games. For those unaware, Sushiero did use Malay elephants to great effect against Lowdown Legends when they played. We've also got a Huns ban. Low eco, high tempo, thinking about their second one. Second ban, that is. Ban Chinese. Now we, I believe, have 2 or 3 picks apiece. Silly, we just had a draft earlier today, but I don't remember correctly. So, all right, instant pick of Japanese and Persians. I am interested to see what they're going to do with Japanese. That might be a Pilgrim's pick. I'm not entirely sure. Persians, pretty solid. I mean, I don't think they're a great naval civ. Don't quote me on that. Um, there's the Bohemians pick. So that'll be for Sushi on Black Forest if it's anything like our set. But you never know if things are going to be switched around. I mean, granted, Coke and I literally picked different civs to try to mind game in our set. Going to pay no attention to what he's hovering. um, I know there's a way to spectate this without having to watch someone else's stream, but I don't strictly know how. So we got Spanish. Very good fast castle conks. That's all I got, really. While they do these bans, I'm going to take a couple bites of pizza. I don't know if that was a random ban from low equal high tempo, but they have banned Khmer, Koreans, and Teutons. I know it's technically Khmer, or it's Khmer for Khmer, but then we had Wei, Hindustanis, and Goths banned. Low eco high tempo take Jurchens. That could be very interesting. I'd actually love to see that civ. Motivational Howlers take Magyars and Bulgarians. I would really love to see someone do. I love Bulgarians. Very, very fun civ, in my opinion. Then we've got low eco high tempo taking Saracens, which actually could potentially be a decent counter to 4 of motivational howler civs. And they take Celts as their final, and then motivational howlers go ahead and take humans. So they've got that 2 TC feudal boom in their pocket, and then the Celts is interesting. My main experience with that is the classic Huang Celt TC sort of gameplay. Very fast aggression in castle with mangonels and such. But they definitely have other strengths. Infantry. People might remember the famous Celt Paladin game back in, I believe that was Hidden Cup 3 or 4 a few years ago. Looks like Russ is creating the lobby. I'm going to keep an eye out for that on my end. See if I can switch screens here. Does that work? Yes, it does. Maybe. Let's see if I can find it in here. Not coming up yet. I mean, they didn't put it right? Oh, so that's not working correctly. There we go. We are learning as we go. Guess I'll check his stream again. Well, you can see the game ID from there. I wonder if that works. It's interesting. They're saying no Tatars. All right. Well, I found it. So, if anyone happens to poke their head in, this here is going to be a match of the Elo Legends League. We've got Motivational Howlers, that's Motivation Man 23, and russoft, or russoft, I think it's Russ, against Low Eco High Tempo, which is Sushiero and VK. We do have Russ in the playing the Bulgarians, Motivation Man or Moto playing as the Spanish. VK is playing as the Khitans. And Sushiero is playing as the Italians. We have Hideout Game 1. And let's see how the Dark Age goes. Of course, I'm actually specking in AoE 2. Let me open up Capture Age real quick. Yes, please. Thank you. And now we're going to have no music and bad camera control and all that.
Da.
Pretty early boar lure for Russ, and he's got all 9 on the boar. Of course, usually you send 6 to food and 3 or 4 to wood. He had 9 on food to start, and has gone ahead and taken his first boar very early. Also pushed some deer. I figure that's pretty par for the course on Hideout. I say I didn't push all of mine when we played. Moto...
Monday?
Looks to be a somewhat more common build. Also pushing in the deer. Hasn't taken a boar yet. One there, one up in the camp. Sushiero luring his boar right now. It's going to be... Oof. Man, that zoom in and out is very sensitive. Try to keep it like right there, I guess. Maybe there. That lets me see the entire base. Regardless, Sushi bringing in his boar. Moto is having to take Loom, so I'm guessing he might have forgotten a house. Happens to all of us. I believe I had to do that earlier myself. Then for VK, already, well, he's got 2 boars rotting. I say, being far worse than him. I mean, yeah. You know, right now, 4 on the boar. I'm sure he'll task those other 2. Yep, 2 on the deer. Or whatever variant they have on this map here. Ibex or something. I am expecting some pretty heavy pressure out of the Khitans. That double forging is pretty scary. Scout's able to hit for 7 damage. Definitely doesn't make life super fun. Being on the receiving end of that. These palisade walls go down pretty quick on Hideout. Go back to all visible. This juncture, we're just kind of waiting to see whether or not anyone goes fast feudal, if we're going to have a bunch of fast castles. Hideout is definitely risky going fast feudal. Again, those palisades don't last super long under concentrated assault, even from a feudal army. But they, you are able to wall people out. Rusty walled me out when we played earlier. Moto bringing in his second boar. Sushi looks like he accidentally double-clicked to Zico. Happens to all of us. Alright, we got Loom from Russ. That does make me think that he's going to go Bulgarian Man-at-Arms. Basically try to do the same thing to VK that I did earlier. Are we just going to give this man mental scars from the sight of a Man-at-Arms? That would be kind of rough. So yeah, Russ clicks up and Moto clicks up. So they are both going feudal. has a barracks. Russ hasn't built one yet. I should probably go post this in the chat, just in case anyone wants to watch. Playing this on the fly. I don't even know how to put the league graphic up. Anyways, so he went with the spear. That's kind of interesting into Bulgarians. But DK already does have 2 scouts. Moto scout out here on the far side. He went fast feudal, making a lot of farms, but he didn't make any military. Moto didn't make any other military buildings in the barracks. So I'm kind of wondering what the plan is there. We've got Russ's man-at-arms here. VK's got 3, now 4 Keycon scouts. Double forging is not in yet. This has so much. Just passing. 4th man-at-arms coming out for Russ. He's going to be surrounded and wiped off. Nope. So it's 5 HP. Man-at-arms do beat scouts straight up before that forging is in. But catching this early does mean that VK isn't going to have to worry about the same thing that he had in the game. Let's maybe set it to Gaia, so I'm not having to hear pasture sounds. Russ loses 1 man-at-arms, takes out the spearmen. This is a good engagement for VK. Scouts are low but not dead. He loses 1. He loses 2. Okay. So that is decent. He has had the spear poking at the gate the entire time. And the double forging is in. Oh, I'm not specking on capture age. There we go. That's the opposite of what happened in ours. Could have made it in. Careful leaving that gate open, Russ. And we have a pause. Sushi needs 30 seconds. Cool, I'll take that as an opportunity to munch on some more pizza.
Yes. Yes.
5 scouts, and they are attacking at different points of the base, which is interesting. Sushi is up to castle. He has successfully passed castle. See what he's going to do. He does have a lot of villagers on stone, so I imagine we'll be seeing a castle soon from him. Yep, there we go. Quiet at Russ and VK's base. VK's heading his scouts over to maybe see if he can do anything to Moto. There's a scout right here. There's the castle foundation. It does look like Moto is going to get in, but it's going to be tough to be able to do much of anything with that castle going up. Oh, maybe not. He's going to get a couple of kills here to wall out this pressure. These are repairs. These are just in time. This one, the segment wall, also pretty weak, but yeah. Russ has clicked up to castle.
Da.
Still got 3 man-at-arms and 2 spearmen. Those will automatically become longswords in Castle Age, so we'll see if he's able to get any pressure. I imagine Jorge is a bit gun-shy. He's probably, expecting having to deal with longswords. He's made 5 scouts, but those look, even with the forging, the double forging, those will go down pretty easy. Moto has gotten in to Sushi's base. Sushi is already making Genoese crossbowmen, which do have bonus damage against cavalry. So I still don't think this is going to go much anywhere. It'll force some idle time. Might be able to pick that bill. Oh, why'd you double back? Yeah, no, so went down. Alright. Now we have 4, like that 5 Genoese crossbowmen against 5 scouts. This is a matchup. Literally, Genoese crossbowmen, they do 4 damage against mounted units. I doubt we're going to be able to get much more out of that. BK has gone ahead and continued his attack with those Keaton scouts. He's also up to castle. About 90 seconds to go.
Вашими слогом.
Russ has got 5 longswordsmen and 3 spearmen. Go around side. I think BK, he's going to try to hammer in the wall. He honestly might get it. Those Keaton scouts do a lot of damage.
Приказания.
Russ, but he's just completely walled out. Even with another barracks. That's well done. A couple of these scouts still alive, but we do now have some Genoese crossbowmen ready to go to Russ's base. And these 2 armies have met. Moto getting Bodcanero, and Russ is researching pikemen. Makes sense against Keatons. They are kind of caps in. And annoyingly enough, Keatons don't get bloodlines. Makes them a bit tougher to play. You gotta pay more attention to the micro. But VK is the highest elo player in this lobby. He does have very good micro. Those 2 remaining scouts attacking VK. And kind of interesting, so he's made a Cav Archer. He has Bodcanero, this being Russ, and he's going to grab those push. He got 6 fills. Gave me the spear. His scouts are still kind of trolling around out here. They might go to Moto's base. Moto has down 3 TCs. Sushi's got 2. And DK just got his second. It's going to go up. There are some little buildings all around here. I guess the rest come to take down some of this bit, but that's too much sense to me. DK is making step lancers. kill that before Iron Casting finishes, but it would be pretty interesting. Sushi's setting up forward base. We got Fort Siege, Mangano coming out. Is Moto going to see that? Yes, he is. When you've only got skirms, Mangano is pretty scary. The Genvos would die pretty hard to him, Genoese crossbowman. But this Mangano's gonna pop out! Moto, run! Run! Oh, Sushi could have made enough damage there. Okay, so he's made a hole. Russ is into VK's base. Ketons are pretty good here. They've got pastures, they're able to protect their bills a bit more. Russ has only got 4 CA, but the Crepos will be quite a lot of help here. Good pressure from him. Just chilling out here. Sushi's also making a battering ram. Moto can definitely use some sort of melee unit to help him. Castle from BK. Melee units, I mean, the pikemen are very good against step lancers. They don't have much armor. Longswordsmen are awful against neither, in my experience. They're not the greatest. Castle goes up. I say that pretty well stops this push on the tracks. It'd be hard to get to value underneath that castle. Could attack it. He did get it. Okay, Moto got some light cab out. Light cab out. They are attacking the battering ram. That's not going to be able to take down that castle. Nation. And the skirms take care of the Japanese crossbowmen. Still a few left. This base is going to be pushed back. Russ was able to get around the castle a bit to the wood line. The step lancers there to counter. He's also got Iron Casting. Just hurt now. Crepo's definitely making things a bit awkward. A bunch of houses. I don't think. He did house VK. Okay. So he's definitely gotten some value out of this attack. He also made a Liao now. Keaton unique unit. So I'm not super familiar with them. Moto just attacking the Sage Workshop with that. Checking to see if there's a hole over here. There is not. So we can go ahead and just stonewall that off. But he goes through those villagers. He is making comps. Very powerful unit in the Castle Age. And as much as elite comps get dunked on, they are awful either. Pretty even game so far. Notably, Motivational Howlers, Russ, and Moto are ahead 9 builds currently. Moto's got 60, Russ has 56, so she has 49, BK has 59. But both of the players on Motivational Howlers do, they are on 3T6. So, in theory, that will increase the time that they're able to keep their village in production. Russ has been absolutely spamming those onto wood, and right as I look over, he makes some farms, leads to lumber camp. Even out his eco a little bit. Yeah. 32 on wood. Don't really need that as Bulgarians. Russ has some forward fills. And he's going to try to prep this rush again. That's going to be underneath the town center. That's not going to go anywhere. Okay, Step Lancers went out by Sushi's base. I'm guessing he might have been looking for the skirmishers from Moto. Looks like he might have picked them off. Moto is getting this stone wall down, which will definitely help prevent Sushi from getting in the near future. This Krepos is here. We've got a couple of ones in it. And this one will need to be deleted at town center range, just enough. And here come the Step Lancers. This is not going to be a very fun day for Russ, I think. Quick wall! Nope. Those Liao Now and Step Lancers are going to rinse this. Liao Now, strike. Decent sized army from BK. Krepos is denied. Longswords coming out. They're not going to do a darn thing against this. Rush. So So now he's potentially got a problem. That's a pretty solid army. You got 8 Step Lancers. You have
Belli Sushiero sans iyi mi o?
أمر من بيو
14 Liaodaos. What are Bulgarians going to do into that?
Вашим услугам.
Yeah, Python, Step Lancers. Longswordsmen don't trade so well into Liaodaos.
Sushiero sans
They've got increased melee armor, 3 base melee armor. And, oh, also, you know, Lightcaster, both Sushi and VK are up to imp. So, let's check on their resources. Russ could sell wood and buy food and get up. Moto would have to sell stone. And they are not going to be very pleasantly surprised by this Imperial Age coming in. Let's see what they do with it. Bit of a tech check here. Sushi has ballistics. Makes sense. Does Moto? Moto has ballistics. Good for those skirts. I'm surprised that DK has been keeping. Oh, DK is attacking Moto. He gets the quick wall down. Oh, but the Stone Gate does not. Nope. Stone Gate gets wrecked by the Step Lancers, and they are into Moto's base. Now they're not super tanky. They don't have much Pierce armor. Only 2 Pierce armor. Moto having ballistics is very good here. They might be able to pick like this
See?
villager.
Presto.
They're may go for the monk. Nope. Okay.
Monday?
No vills. But I mean, that was kind of an attack of opportunity. They are up to imp. Motivational Howlers are up to imp. So they need to hold out for 3 minutes. I don't think.
Impero.
Ooh, Sushi's got me.
Presto.
Condos.
Ein.
They're gonna run smack dab into that stone wall, but if they see this town center, they can cause
Impero.
damage to that. They've got 5 Pierce armor,
Presto.
so they'd only take 2 damage a shot from
Monday.
TC. And I think these skirmishes are about to meet a rather grim fate. Here come the condos. That's what Sushi is making. We're gonna garrison the TC. But you gotta garrison the bills, garrison the bills! Yep. TC is going to go. Free up
Impero.
bonus damage against buildings.
Ein.
And Castle Age.
Presto.
He's not gonna be able to kill
Presto.
condos. So those bills are going to be gone. Motivational Howlers still with the Great Eco lead. The military lead, however, is all for Lumiko High-Tempo. Here come the Liaodaos. This wall will not go up. And Russ needs army. He's making staples. Bulgarians, he can really use a castle. He can stir up, so that he's just making Krepos. Krepos could make Conics. But, yeah, I have a bad feeling about what's going to happen to Russ's base. No! Moto let the condos under the gate. Castle can shoot
Impero.
them, but
See?
he's making comms.
Ein.
Sushiero are anti-gunpowder. We do have elite Step Lancer. She's got Blast Furnace. Just making Force Armor. I think this is going to be a win. High tempo. Efficiency taken down. Shreds. Taking Rain Cab. is retreating, but it doesn't matter because Russ is going to lose everything. DK's also got stone for their castle. We can think about dropping one of those. But the out destroy everything. Taking out the condos, but hasn't been able to push Sushi. That's about the only way to Sushi as big game. Continue here. Fighting in the corner. They are going to die. They're going to die. Assuming the reputation is going to
See?
Away. Yeah, this... Oh, he gets him the other way. Oh, the humanity. Step Lancers just killed this. So incredibly well. In range, you can, have like 3 of them poke at once. 15 base attack. They don't want to give it up.
Presto.
Massive comps here. Yeah, I mean, even if he kills this army, so much of the out-ows, elite the out-ows. And can he defend his base? No, he's just gonna have to do his comps. Split gold, so I understand.
Presta.
Does he have... Oh, he's still got his, buildings. We go Paladin! Paladin coming in from the Motivational Howlers. He's down. Does not have murder rolls. Will be taken down by the condos. don't even know if my voice was coming through that whole time. I don't even know if my voice was coming through that whole time. I don't even know if my voice was coming through that whole... All right. Try to find this next game here. For reference, I would much rather cast this with someone else. But figured I'd give it a shot. Let's see if I can find the second game on here. Not seeing it yet. Let me hop over to Russ's stream and see if it's up yet. His stream's still even showing the previous game. Alright. We have found the game. The spec delay is counting down. We will see how it goes. Again, I do apologize if someone is watching this. Just kinda tried this for fun. See if I can actually cast this game. Don't think it's all that great, but it's something. And definitely, if you want to watch someone who's better at this, russoft, who is playing in this game, is streaming over on YouTube. I'm sure I can post links in my own Twitch chat, right? Do that if you would like to go watch his point of view. Spec delay is about done. So we are about to get into game 2 of low eco high tempo versus Motivational Howlers, and we will be on Pilgrims. Pilgrims is a tough map. Start on small islands, and you've got to... It's a nomad start, you don't start with a TC, but instead of it being more randomized like nomad, you've just got to load up, go to the mainland, lock down a TC. Everyone does have a monastery on the mainland, to be said, so it works. So in the red, we have VK. VK is playing as the Jurgens. In the purple, we've got Sushiero as the Saracens. In the yellow, we have russoft. He is playing as the Japanese. And in the blue, we have Motivation Man 23, or Moto, as We've had folks land. VK and Russ landed decently close to each other. They're all going to go try to find their TC spots. Notably, Sushiero already TCing. He went right over by his monastery and has a decent spot. Or she, good with line access. Also 4-time gold. Ooh, I do not like this for Russ and for Moto. VK is getting very close to that. Looks like Russ is going to go a little bit further north in the map. He's actually going to find a spot with a decent bit of food. He decides to pop it down here. Moto decided to go a little bit closer to the shoreline. All his foes immediately went to gold. Guessing he'll task those onto wood, and then some potentially onto these gazelles, or potentially these forage bushes. Obviously, you can get food in fishing ships. I'm not entirely sure. Does Moto have his transport? Some scouting there. VK. I mean, if you're gonna have 10 on wood, then you need to be getting fishing ships out. There we go. Now he's taking the gazelle.
Amron.
Sushi's got a couple there. A 2, yes. That's how you say it.
Igen.
Moto's
Szolgálatára.
one lumberjack still on his initial island, so he can definitely, he can build something else, another dock, something like that, but also pretty vulnerable. Notably, low eco, high tempo both settled close to their monasteries, whereas the other two did not. Motivational Howlers. Not close to their monastery. I mean, Moto's kind of close, but that's a heck of a lot closer to VK than it is to him. They get taken down. VK's already up to the feudal. 23 pop, 19 bills, 4 fishing ships. This might be Motivational Howlers. VK's definitely well versed in taking an aggressive stance. Man, can't talk. As we saw from the previous game, that Keaton push was very strong. Because of that, League is only down to 2. Sushi, I'm guessing, is going to go fast castle based on having 8 fishing ships, 20 bills. May or may not end up with enough wood, enough food to fast castle here. I'm not familiar with breakpoints.
喂，何种命令？
It is 3 and 4, and also a couple sheets. Neither of Moto nor Russ have even clicked feudal. Are we going to see feudal aggression, or is this just going to be a fast castle? 6 villages killed. Moto was clicked up. Russ has 9 fishing ships. Sushi's got 4, so that's going to be a boon to the food stocks. We have a Hulk out from VK, so VK looking to pressure on water. Could definitely block this out. Currently, if he goes after Moto, they can garrison his in the Dark Age. And they're going to be sat underneath the dock, where the arrows can't hit. So that's not ideal for Moto. Has several of his fishing ships denied. Two mission leagues. Heavy water investment from Motivational Howlers. Then Russ is also another. So yeah, based on the eco counts here, Moto's only got 4 on gold. They are heavier. Trapped in this dock. Wolves are attacking the dock. Fishing ships are trapped. Dock is not going to be able to do anything unless murder holes are
Varann.
Moto could consider doing is trying to put down another dog.
Igen.
That would make him vulnerable to getting killed by the hulks. Pretty sure they did against the hulks. We have galleys coming out. Galleys are supposed to be the Hulk counter, but it depends on whether you can mass them. Hulks don't have very good pierce armor. DK is going to fight everything over here. Hopefully he has not been passed yet. I kind of thought he might. He's got so much rest. Oh yeah, he's throwing up the last He is sending bills. Those might end up in TC range. take there. These fishing ships probably need to get back to work. We only have us up to gas station. Resources are kind of needs a market. Does he have a market? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, Moto needs a market in the worst way. Trying to get up to that stage. There's medium ships from Sushi. See if they can do that. The main thing that's doing them against these galleys is 25 extra HP. They're still free. This has galleys and take them. No, you can do it. Doesn't have like whatever the heck it is that gives ships Sears armor. Still hasn't cleared. Moto needs to get up badly. Get a market. Please get a market. Sell wood, buy food. Get up. Be up fleet day.
Junaput.
That bill is going to be chased away.
いいよ
Rest is unstone. And we've got lots of warhawks grouped up. We've also got some fire ships added. Those are counter to the galley. Moto's still not up to castle age. We've got tons of bills going on food. We've got tons of bills on stone. All you can do is stone, man. Really just watchtowers. These warhawks should go down pretty solidly. Fire ships. These are galleys. Damage them. More efficient way of doing
Có đủ命令。什么？
准备就绪。什么？
Take that one out. Oh, that's just sad. That don't deserve to die. Wait, has been won. We have the Iron Liquid coming out. 5 of them. High Pierce armor. Not sure if they've got any other special abilities. It's not Tiger Cab, Tiger Cab are the ones that destroy the rest of the Still not up to that.
Baran.
Those villagers are going to be passed by, but they're going to be shot by a castle. You never know with hills. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if Russ is able to get through this. Is he gonna click through? Oh, it might be on the very edge of the map. I think he's able to get through. Yep, click through. Looks like they're going around. He might have successfully full-walled that. Hot shots at the TC. We have almost double the bill count. This is a set for
None.
goodness gracious. We're coming here again. These 5 samurai will
Joining.
not do the job. Anti-unique unit damage or not. Although he does make one away. Oh, grenadiers.
什么？
We have Church and grenadiers.
准备就绪。
What it says on the tin. They throw grenades. Grenades have go off, and they do a lot of damage to mass units. So they actually should be quite good against that infantry. Odin is getting up another TC. Definitely good fight from them. They keep trying to poke at the eco down here from Sushi, but he just walled it up very well. position him in a good spot to make treads and get into the fight. Oh, just kidding, he can't succeed. We have red villas passing purple villas.
Amrok.
And that's a decent spot for this castle.
ご命令を
I don't think these samurai could deny it. It's not impossible. There's 22 of them.
مستعد
They do have that little charge attack.
نعم.
Sushi did only send, looks like 5 vills to build this castle. So they, cut out. Let's see. He can't see it. What a castle.
良いに
Yeah, they can't see it. So that's probably gonna be bad. This is still good. Grenadiers are going in. Throw grenades. Grenades do pretty darn well against things.
何种命令准备就绪什么
Set range.
何种命令
I think that's only one legend. Looks like she doesn't even have a legend. Grenadiers are put to photos in the line. We're in for round 2. The hills behind the TC. TC is weak. It's been having some more damage shooting at it for quite a while. Like so hills behind. Does have Ori go up here.
又能
You might be able to get a couple of these into. One is gonna die, and this also. Retreats. You need to retreat
准备
there.
就绪
Taking some damage, but. It's just up to him. The traps are out for Sochi. They're starting to this castle from Photo. A couple sheep up here. This might have been CA here. Couple samurai. Samurai have picked a perfect place to
ご命令を
take down this TC. But that doesn't let them kill these traps or take them down Photo's castle. And he just killed the TC. I don't think he killed anyone else. Sushi is
نعم.
up to
أمرك.
almost fully upgraded arms. They do have bracing chemistry. Doesn't look like they've armor yet. Also don't know if we have covering for Saracen's
مستعد良いにご命令を Amrok
Samurai mask is on right as Russ gets it down. Photo is able to get up another castle. The Grenadiers and the Iron Pagoda are going to hit Russ, but they did. Now we're preparing. Just putting on windmills. TC, same thing. Oh my lord. Trap shots. was in this one. Regardless, was a fun set to watch. Really good play from VK, especially, but Sushi also had an amazing game there. Um, was able to set up on his own on the west side of the island there, boom up, get to imp, and then just come in and you know finish the job that VK started. Those Iron Pagoda were very, very strong. Um, with that said, this has been the first stream. I may do this again if it's another thing where Shoveler's not able to do it. Um, but I'm kind of hoping I can maybe cast with somebody else at some point. Regardless, if you have been watching, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed or at least didn't hate yourself completely, and have a good evening.